This is a revised video I wanted to make like 2 years ago, but never did because I flipped over my bike and got a concussion. It happens. Since I was a kid, I wanted to be famous in some way. You know, people ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I say, a rock star. Growing up, I did a lot of writing and drawing. It was mostly fantasy stuff where I tapped into my imagination and really started to tell stories of worlds beyond this one, of like fairies and witches and mermaids. I have a growing collection of the stories that I have started, and I just never really finished them. There were always like one or two scenes here and there, but it was definitely the start of me and my joy of telling stories. In middle school, I joined band. It was really my first taste of performing with a group. I didn't really count the elementary school choir because that was kind of something everyone did. I also tried out theater, didn't get in. Come high school, I tried out theater again, got in this time, but as a background character in most of the productions I was in, which was fine. I still really loved the acting aspect and kind of thought like, oh, this is something that I could do, you know, as a career. People are actresses, so why can't I do that? I continued band in high school and joined choir as well, and I really enjoyed those. There were still more performances that I did, and most of them were competitive with, you know, band festivals and any of the spring trips that the school went on. It was, you know, to compete amongst other bands from around the country. And I really loved it. I loved making music and playing music and singing. It was a point in my life where I just really enjoyed what I was doing. It was around junior year that I thought, you know, I love band so much, and I would love to command my own band one day. So maybe a director, a band director, a music teacher is what maybe I should shoot for when college comes around. So I majored in music education, and it went all right for about a year and a half, and then I panicked. We had to take private lessons with our instrument, and I was taking like 22 credits at the time. And between, you know, classes and homework and meals, I definitely gained the freshman 15 and then lost it all and then some due to a healthy mix of color guard, stress, and being poor. All those credits ended up leaving little time for me to actually practice for the 2 hours a day that I was told to, and it started to really reflect my performance, and in the end I started feeling pretty miserable. There were a lot of calls home to my parents asking them what I'm supposed to do, and of course they go, do whatever feels right. Fine, I'll take a semester off, except for that. After several phone calls, I really took the time to reevaluate my interests and goals and hobbies, and I took note of how much I loved to tell stories and how much I loved watching films and learning about them and all the time and effort that goes into creating them. I thought, you know, I'd love to be able to make my own film one day. I researched the communications department and it seemed like a good fit. So then I switched from a music education major to a communications and new media major, concentrating in digital filmmaking, and a minor in photography. That's a bit long for a title, so I usually just tell people that I'm either a comm major, which is met with, oh, that's easy, or I tell them that I'm a film and photography student, which is also met with, wow, so artsy. So, you know, it depends on who I'm talking to is what I tell them. Granted, it's not the hugest step up from music ed, like it's not business or nursing, but I'm happy, so shut up. You know, I really am enjoying it though. I'm learning a lot about the different types of media. Like I took a journalism class, screenwriting, advertising, music video, production, sound design, even, you know, some gender and film classes and history classes for it. Some projects I was really happy to turn in, but others I think about them now and I'm like, why? Who let me create this and turn it in for a grade? But honestly, that's okay. I'm still developing my style and my skill set. So now that I'm about to graduate, people are starting to ask me, what are your plans after college? How are you going to support yourself? You ready to start paying off your student loans? Fuck. I'll be honest, I don't have a set plan yet. I figured I'd go somewhere that has a lot of opportunities for me in the field. Maybe New York City. I hear that's good with media. Yes, I know it's expensive. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. My ultimate end game is Los Angeles, but then again, isn't everyone's. Overall, it's not so much that I don't know what I'm doing. It's that I'm trying to convince myself that I made the right choice in studies. Like, yes, I'm happy, but I'm still nervous about being an adult with a career and everything, you know? Hey, I'm filming a video. What do you want?
I really need to call Dad.
Why?
I think my praying mantis is just laid eggs.
I'm definitely not as stressed as I was when I started college, which is good, but I also just want to be done with this chapter of my life. And I want to make my parents proud, which is a lot more pressure than I thought it was going to be. You know, you want to be a good daughter, but then at the same time, you have 5 younger siblings, so you have to be a good role model for all of them. And there's that whole mess of responsibility. I just have a semester left. Like, I'm almost done. I have a system to help keep me on track, a bullet journal. It's mostly working. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, college is hard, but it's also a great time, and I'm kind of really glad that I did it. Ugh. My voice has been weird for like the past 4 months, but now I just think I'm getting sick, so cheers to that.